Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. We dive into one of the most significant developments in the Middle East, a brewing clash between two powerful forces, Saudi Arabia and Israel. The region is on the brink of a new era of military confrontation involving missiles, tanks, and drones. This is a story that demands attention as tensions in the Middle East rise rapidly. The world watches closely for what may come next. For years, the Middle East has been a complex and volatile region, with ongoing conflicts that seem to never fully resolve, but recently a new and potentially more dangerous chapter is unfolding between Saudi Arabia and Israel. Both nations are powerful military players with deep-rooted influence in the region, and both have much at stake with the ongoing tensions, especially around issues such as Palestine and regional dominance. Their geopolitical positions have increasingly brought them into a place where conflict could become more than a mere diplomatic issue. The situation is further complicated by military technology that has revolutionized modern warfare. Missiles, tanks, and drones are now the centerpiece of the ongoing standoff, and this technological edge could determine the outcome of any conflict that might occur. At the heart of this rising tension lies a growing arms race between the two nations. Saudi Arabia has been ramping up its missile technology with a particular focus on ballistic missiles which can reach Israeli soil. Israel has long maintained one of the most advanced missile defense systems in the world, known as the Iron Dome. This system has been successful in intercepting rockets fired from various factions in the region, primarily from Gaza or Lebanon, but the threat from Saudi Arabia is different. The ballistic missiles that Saudi Arabia now possesses could pose a real challenge to Israel's defenses. These missiles are capable of long-range strikes, and with a relatively advanced guidance system, they could target key Israeli cities, military bases, and infrastructure. These capabilities signal a significant shift in the region's military balance and raise the stakes for both Israel and Saudi Arabia. The growing missile threat is just one piece of the puzzle. Tanks and ground forces also play a major role in this brewing conflict. While missiles and drones dominate the skies, ground combat is still an essential component of modern warfare. Saudi Arabia has invested heavily in modernizing its tank fleet and armored vehicles, which are crucial for any potential ground offensive. Saudi Arabia's vast desert terrain provides a unique military advantage for deploying these heavy tanks, such as the American-made M1 Abrams and the Russian T-90, which have proven their effectiveness in desert environments. Israel also maintains one of the most advanced tank fleets in the world, the Merkava series, which is known for its advanced armor systems and firepower. The Merkava has been used effectively in various conflicts and is specifically designed to withstand anti-tank missiles, which could be a major factor in any potential ground clash between Saudi and Israeli forces. While much of the attention is on missiles and tanks, there is another factor that cannot be overlooked. The rise of drones and unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, has revolutionized warfare in recent years. Both Saudi Arabia and Israel have made significant investments in drone technology, with drones now playing a central role in surveillance intelligence gathering and targeted strikes. Israel is particularly advanced in drone technology, having developed some of the most sophisticated drones in the world, including the Heron and the Hermes series, which have been used effectively in combat and intelligence gathering operations. These drones are capable of flying at high altitudes for extended periods and can carry out precision strikes with minimal risk to the operators. Israel has also used drones extensively in its military operations against Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza. These operations have proven the effectiveness of drones in gathering intelligence and executing high-value targets. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has also begun to make significant advancements in drone warfare, with drones becoming an increasingly prominent tool in its military arsenal. Saudi Arabia has used drones extensively in its conflict with Yemen and has reportedly been developing more sophisticated UAVs capable of carrying out long-range strikes. The use of drones in a potential Saudi-Israel conflict could be a game-changer. Drones provide the ability to target specific individuals or infrastructure without putting human pilots at risk. Their precision strikes, combined with advanced surveillance capabilities, could give either side a decisive advantage in the battlefield. Both countries also have access to sophisticated drone defense systems, which could make drone warfare particularly complex as both sides attempt to intercept and neutralize each other. UAVs. With such advancements in missile tank and drone technology, the implications for the region are profound. A potential conflict between Saudi Arabia and Israel would not be an isolated incident. The Middle East is home to several other key players, including Iran, Syria, and Lebanon, each of whom has a vested interest in the outcome of any confrontation. Saudi Arabia has long-standing tensions with Iran over regional influence and power. Iran has supported Hezbollah in Lebanon and various militant groups in Gaza, making it a critical player in the region. Security dynamics. While Israel has always viewed Iran as a major threat due to its nuclear ambitions and its support of anti-Israeli groups across the Middle East, any conflict between Israel and Saudi Arabia could quickly escalate into a wider regional conflict with devastating consequences for global stability. The United States, which has close ties with both Israel and Saudi Arabia, would likely find itself in a difficult position should conflict erupt between the two nations. The U.S. has provided Israel with significant military aid and has been a close ally in its efforts to counteract Iran's influence in the region. However, Saudi Arabia is also a strategic partner of the U.S. Particularly in the areas of oil production and counterterrorism, the U.S. has been involved in peace talks in the Middle East for decades and would likely be under immense pressure to intervene should tensions escalate further. The European Union and Russia would also be closely watching any potential conflict between Saudi Arabia and Israel. Both regions have economic and political interests in the Middle East, and any instability in the region could have far-reaching consequences for global markets. The impact on global oil prices, for example, would be immediate and severe, as both Saudi Arabia and Israel have significant influence over energy markets. With such high stakes, the potential for conflict to spiral out of control is a serious concern. The implications of this developing situation cannot be underestimated, as missiles, tanks, and drones continue to shape the military capabilities of both Saudi Arabia and Israel. We are witnessing a new era of warfare in the Middle East. A conflict between these two powers could change the course of history for the region and beyond. Both nations possess the military capabilities to inflict significant damage on one another, but the international community will also play a critical role in determining how this conflict unfolds. Will diplomacy prevail, or will the region be plunged into yet another devastating conflict? The world waits for answers as tensions continue to rise in the Middle East. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story, and we will continue to monitor this situation closely as it unfolds. Thank you for watching.